Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update. As always, we have a lot of important information to share with you here this week, so please feel free to share this information with your friends, family, relatives, and everyone else who you think may find this information helpful over the course of the next week. I understand that many people in the city have been asking questions about our vaccine rollout and the operations at our COVID-19 vaccination center that we are doing in partnership with Haywood Hospital. And I can tell you our vaccine process is going to be the majority of this week's update. I want to begin by saying a special thank you to our new director at the Gardner Senior Center, Michael Ellis, for organizing a 300-dose clinic over at the Prospect Street School location, done in partnership with Community Health Connections, located here behind Gardner City Hall. Working together with the Senior Center, my office, Community Health Connections, the pharmacist from Chair City Pharmacy, as well as all of our school nurses, and the Gardner Rotary Club, we were able to hold a very successful clinic in which 300 of our seniors were able to be vaccinated. Now, that clinic was specifically tailored to those who do not have access to the internet. When Haywood and the city launched our first clinic that we held at the Polish American Citizens Club, the registration was only done online, and that left several people who did not have access to a computer or the internet unable to register for that clinic. So we wanted to do that clinic in order to have a correction done so that those that were unable to register for that first clinic that Haywood Hospital and the city did were able to still get in and get a vaccine. And we were able to catch up to where we needed to be. So I want to say a very special thank you to Director Ellis for putting that together, as well as everyone else who was involved in helping at that event. If you did receive your vaccine at Prospect Street School, you will be contacted by the Gardner Senior Center as to when you can get your second dose of your vaccine. Over at the Polish American Citizens Club, located at 171 Kendall Pond Road West here in the city of Gardner, we are still operating with Haywood Hospital in our joint regional COVID vaccination clinic. This is something that has been going extremely successful, and I'm very happy with the progress that has been made over at that location. We vaccinated between 500 to 700 people a day at that location, and we've done about 6 vaccine clinics at this point, and we will continue to do those in the future. As we move forward in our vaccination process, clinics will be held every Tuesday and Thursday at the Polish American Citizens Club, also known as the PACC, and again, the address for that location is 171 Kendall Pond Road West here in the city of Gardner. This is something that we will continue, all dependent on our supply of the vaccine, which is dependent on when we receive it from the state, and when the state receives it is dependent on when they receive it from the federal government. So there is a supply chain there that we do have to watch, but that is going to be our regular schedule unless you hear otherwise going forward. And we will still make announcements whenever new registrations become available. Our new registration opportunities will open every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. The Monday registrations will always be for the Thursday clinics, and the Friday registrations will always be for the Tuesday clinics. But so long as you know that every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. registration opportunities will open up if we have the vaccine supply, you can keep an eye out on the city's website, or you can call the Gardner COVID hotline and have someone in our call center register you for an appointment so that you can get the vaccine. Now, our call center phone number is 978-958-9057. Again, the call center number so you can register for a vaccination appointment over the phone is 978-958-9057. I understand that that number is different from what you may have seen before. And the reason for that is when the governor first allowed those 75 and older to register for the vaccine, it was also the first day that we had our local call center open. As if you can remember, we opened our call center before the state launched their 211 system because several people voiced their concerns about not having a way to register for the vaccine if they didn't have access to a computer, and we wanted to correct that and make the registration process as easy as possible. However, we had enough people call all at once at the same time that it shut down all non-emergency phone lines going into the Gardner Police Station. I want to assure the public, our 911 phone line was not affected by that incident. However, internet at the police station and all other non-emergency phone lines were shut down for about 15 minutes because we had several thousand people all call at once, and it just overloaded the system. So in order to correct that, working with our IT department and our emergency management department, we were able to utilize some grant funding from the Federal Emergency Management Agency to install 24 new phone lines at the Gardner Police Station that we can use for our emergency response team. And this new phone number is replacing that so that we can have greater outreach to the community through our call center. We are also able to partner more with our area surrounding towns to be able to utilize the call center for their residents as well. Since our clinic has been defined as the state as a regional clinic, and we are overseeing the vaccination process not only for Gardner, but for all of the surrounding communities, Templeton, Winchendon, Westminster, Ashburnham, Phillipston, Royalston, and we are partnering with Athol and their surrounding area in the North Quabbin region as well to make sure that everyone in North Central Massachusetts does get vaccinated. Our goal here at City Hall is to make sure that if you want to get vaccinated, you can get vaccinated as soon as possible with the means that we have, and that means is the supply that we get from the state. But we are doing everything we can to make sure that that goes as smoothly as possible. I want to thank everyone from Haywood Hospital for helping out at our clinic. I also want to thank all of the countless volunteers and the nursing students from Mount Wachusett Community College for helping out at our vaccination clinic. No one working at the vaccination clinic, except for those from Haywood Hospital who are working the registration tables, are getting paid at all. All of the people administering the vaccines, helping people fill out all of their forms, observing people after their vaccine shot is given, where they have the 15-minute wait time, are volunteers who are there just out of the goodness of their own hearts to make sure that we can get through this pandemic together as a community. And I could not be more proud to be the mayor of a city where we're seeing that type of outreach from just the general public and the community. It's really something to see. And if you are interested in volunteering at a vaccination event here at our local clinic, you can email helpvaccinate@haywood.org, and they will help give you the information. You need to send them your name, your best contact information, and your availability. If you are a medical professional or a nursing student or a medical student in general, you can also send along your credentials in that email, and they can help you either in the vaccination locations or in the observation stations after too, where people have a 15-minute monitored mandatory wait time after receiving their shot. I understand that this is a lot of information, so we're going to keep this week's Mayor's Update short and solely about the vaccination process. We will be releasing a video shortly about what to expect when you go to the PACC for your vaccine appointment, and there is already a tutorial on the city's YouTube page as to how to register for a vaccine. So thank you very much for tuning in this week. If you have any questions at all about our vaccination process, please feel free to contact my office at 978-630-1490, and we will help you with any questions that you have for us. And if we are unable to answer it, we will find the answer and get back to you. I understand that this is a very stressful time for many in the community, and many are anxiously awaiting their vaccination appointment, but just be patient. You will get an appointment at some point once the supply comes through. We are very happy to see that Governor Baker did increase the eligibility for the vaccine. So now those who are 65 and older, or those who are above the age of 16 who have 2 or more comorbidities, and those residents and staff members of affordable senior housing centers are all eligible to be vaccinated as well. So we do have a greater demand for the vaccine now that there are more people who are eligible, and we will do everything we can to make sure we get the vaccine rolled out as efficiently and effectively as possible. So until next week, contact us if you have any questions, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you very much, and have a good day.